chapter of how the hike ended up.
Okay, go.
So we're continuing our hike, right? And the girl got like carried out by one of the TLs. The TL was missing, the girl was missing, and here we are hiking through this wilderness. And I'm thinking, God, let me fall off this cliff. Please let me slip and fall off and have to go to the hospital so I can get away from here. And I look at my friend Heather and I'm like, Heather, push me off right now. And she's like, Audrey, you push me off. I'm like, no, you push me off. I'm like, you push me off. We have an idea. You push me off and I hold on to you so you fall too. Or we fall a jagged death. And she was like, that might work. We're on to push each other. The TL catches and tells us no. And I'm just like, I hate you. Whatever. So here we go. And we continue hiking. I'm thinking, where is this freaking church? And we go to this, like, finally we get to this place. I'm like, wait, there's no way to cross this place. And I look down, really down, and I see this raging river with like freaking jagged rocks and like rapids. And I'm just like, please tell me there is another way across this ledge. And they're like, wow, we actually didn't know there was going to be a river right here. And I was like, you didn't know that you were taking us across a river? There's got to be liability against us. I could die. And here we go. Just if we all hold hands, I'm sure we'll be fine. And I'm just like, you're risking my life to tell me that I'm going to be fine. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So here I am, holding onto the river, and I'm halfway in the middle, and the rapids are pushing me. My body's kind of small. If you haven't noticed, at 16, it was even smaller. So we're walking, and the rapid hits me so hard, and I lose Phil's hand, and I start floating off. And I'm like, are you serious? And the rocks are hitting me, and Phil jumps in to save me and grab my hand. If it was this close to me freaking floating off and dying. And I get across, and I'm like, are you serious? I almost died on this mission trip. Are you serious? And I'm sitting there wet and depressed. Wet. And really wet. And I'm just like, am I going to have to cross that on the way back? And the hike continues. And continues. And continues. And I lose my mind. I'm thinking, I should just be positive. No. And I'm still going and going. And we finally get to this church. I'm thinking, this is a freaking amazing church. We hiked freaking like 6 hours to get here. So it better be really amazing because I'm catching sweat. And it better be amazing. And we get there. And we're supposed to do the dramas for the youth. There was no youth department. And like, you're going to do a youth service. There was no youth. We spent 5 hours in the freaking skit for nothing. We didn't even do the skit. That was a really good spot. Like, I was cutting myself in the skit. My real emotion. But I didn't even get to do it, did I? And I'm sitting there, and the church is underneath underneath the house. We're all low, huddled like this. And I'm watching the pastor speak in Spanish. I don't even know what he's saying. And I'm like, I came all this way to sit here and listen to someone say, hey, I can listen to Spanish at home. You know, I'm here. And I hear noises, and I'm just like, what is that? And I turn around, and dogs are having sex. in the church. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? There's a dog in heat next to me, and he's humping everything in sight. And then all of a sudden I see a pig hobble in with these big things, and it's hobbling in and it just passes out in front of me. And I see all like 30 little piglets coming out, and they're all drinking milk from all these things going everywhere. And I'm just like, I am so distracted right now. And I don't even know what he said. And it ends like, are you ready to hike back? I'm like, I hiked all this way for nothing. And I get my backpack on. For dogs and I begin my hike back. And I climb a mountain, literally. I'm at the top of this big mountain with a stick. And I'm looking above and I'm thinking, I signed up for Australia. And 3 weeks before this trip, they send me here saying Australia's filled. I did not sign up to be on top of this mountain right now. And it's here. I know, I really did sign up for Australia, and I fundraised all year for Australia. 2 weeks ago, like, oh, your passport took too long, and the ship got filled. It's the only ship left in Costa Rica. And I'm just like, you're sending me to Gilligan's Island? I even made a photocopy of a picture of Gilligan with my face on it. And I put Audrey's Island underneath, saying I'm going to freaking Audrey's Island. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so the month goes by and I'm crying every night. And after a long day of these hikes and the heavy lifting and the digging holes, I come back and what happens? My sleeping bag is soaking wet, and my pillow is just, you were complaining about your it was on the freaking edge, and it dried up my entire sleeping bag was like that all day, all night. And I'm laying there thinking I haven't showered in friggin' 17 days. And here I lay thinking tomorrow's another happy day in the Costa Rican rainforest. Costa Rican rainforest. I just signed up for, yet I was there. And then the TLs, they would come and they'd sit me down, and me and my best friend Heather, we both didn't plan for this, and they sit us down and they're like, you guys are really negative, and you might be BB'd. And I'm just like, please, please. And my mom, I get my one phone call for the way I'm in freaking jail. And my mom's like, how is it? Like, Mom! I haven't eaten in days. I haven't showered in weeks. I miss you so much. I've never been more depressed, and I have suicidal thoughts, and I think it's killed my spirituality. I don't even think I'm a Christian anymore after this. Mommy, please, buy me a ticket home. I'll do anything. I want to be with you, Mommy. I miss you. I miss you. And you know, song by Simple Plan, Welcome to My Life. I feel like that right now, Mommy. And she's like, Audrey, my mom was crying on the phone with me, and she was just like, oh yeah, you poor thing, you poor thing. And she's like, you know, we could just Audrey just make it through this month. And I was like, Mom, I don't think. And they're like, time's up. I'm like, no, you will not tell me what time is up. It's my one phone call. The entire month, and you will not tell me my time is up. I have not seen my mother in weeks, and I've never been away from her. And this is really hard for me. And I miss my mommy. I miss my mommy. And everyone's in worship, and they're all deep in worship. And they're like, oh. That guy feels the same. My life comes. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, do you really think I'm okay right now? Do you really think I'm okay? And he's just like, you know, God brought you here for a reason. And I'm thinking, to make me go insane? Because that's all I'm getting so far out of this trip. And he's like, you should just pray that God reveals to you your purpose. And I'm just like, God, reveal to me my purpose. And the next morning I wake up and I open my Bible and I open to Deuteronomy. At that point I never read the Old Testament.